Hi guys, I'm Marika Day, dietitian and nutritionist, and we are here in the Cobram Estate kitchen cooking delicious chocolate chunk cookies today. We're taking the traditionally indulgent chocolate chip cookie and making it that little bit healthier with the addition of extra virgin olive oil. Now today we're going to be using the light flavour extra virgin olive oil just so that it doesn't come through with too much strength of that olive flavour, but just enough to give it that earthiness. To begin, you'll need 2.5 cups of flour, 2 eggs, 100 grams of dark chocolate, half a cup of white sugar and half a cup of brown sugar, 3/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, a teaspoon of bicarb soda, vanilla extract and a bit of salt. We've got the oven preheating to 180 degrees. So first up, we're going to mix together the extra virgin olive oil with the eggs and the sugar. Crack the eggs into the bowl. Then we're gonna add in the extra virgin olive oil. So a lot of baking recipes will swap butter out for coconut oil, but today we're using the extra virgin olive oil, and I love it because it actually increases the monounsaturated fats that are in the recipe. Vanilla is gonna go in here as well. So about a teaspoon of the vanilla extract. And then in with the sugar. And we're gonna give that a good whisk until it's really well combined. So the reason why I choose Cobram Estate extra virgin olive oil is because it's picked and pressed within 6 hours of harvest so that you know that it's really fresh. Alrighty, we're going to now move on to the dry ingredients. So we're going to combine with the flour, the bicarb soda, as well as the pinch of salt. Give those dry ingredients a little mix around just so that the bicarb soda is evenly distributed throughout the flour. One of the worst things with a recipe is getting a big chunk of bicarb soda in your mouth. It's not pleasant. Okay, so we're going to pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. Such a nice caramel colour. And then all we need to do is give this a nice little mix, and then we're going to go in with the chocolate chunks. Make sure that you don't overmix your cookie mixture. You just want to fold it until there's no more chunks of flour. And this is the part where you can go in with your fingers and just make sure that it is really well mixed. So it will start to come together a bit like a dough. Again, you just don't want to overmix it, so be really gentle with it, just so that there's no more flour showing and it's just a nice soft dough. Okay, so our dough is ready there. We're just going to chop up the chocolate now. Now, you can use a dark chocolate or you can use a milk chocolate, whatever you prefer. Using a dark chocolate though typically does make it dairy-free. Just check the ingredients though to make sure that you're using a dairy-free one if you've got somebody with milk allergies. So a nice fine chop for this one, leaving a few chunks because we always like getting those nice big chunks of chocolate in a cookie. And then that goes straight into the dough, and we're just going to again gently fold it through. Alrighty, so that is our delicious dough. It looks so good, you could almost eat it right now. But we need to pop it in the fridge for about 30 minutes just so that it can get a little bit cooler, and then we'll bake it in the oven. Our dough has been chilling in the fridge for about 30 minutes now, so we're just going to scoop them out and then pop them in the oven. Now, if you want to make this ahead of time, again, feel free to make this a day before, a week before, however long before you'd like to make it. Using an ice cream scoop here actually makes it a lot easier. Just make sure you don't get too much, otherwise you'll end up with a cookie slab. So we're just going to go 6 on each tray. So as I said, you can plate up all of the dough here and then just wrap it up in cling wrap and pop it in the freezer, and then you can pull it out and make it at any day if you want a cheeky midnight snack. But what we're going to do today is we're just going to shape these a little bit rounder and then pop them in the oven. So I'm just giving them a little bit of a squeeze to make them a little bit rounder, and then I will flatten them out because these ones don't flatten out too much. So we're just going to give them a gentle press. And then they are good to go in the oven. Now these will take about 9 minutes to cook, but it depends on if you like your cookies crunchy or chewy. So obviously leave them in for a bit longer if you like them crunchy. We've just grabbed these ones out of the oven and given them a few minutes to cool off. So just going to plate them up now and then dive in. Now for the most important part of any recipe, the taste test. I'm excited. They are so good. You guys are going to love them. And you can actually taste that extra virgin olive oil coming through. I hope you love following along. When you try these at home, make sure you tag Cobram Estate and let us know what you think of the switch.